spanned for 2 hours with a break in between somewhere. Then today as well, we talk affordable housing because the State Housing Company, they will join us this morning. So send in all of your questions with respect to affordable housing, what it is that we've been expecting to see, the number of projects under their watch, what has become of them, and a host of other things. We'll serve them all right here for you on the 3FM Sunrise. I will start it all off with the weather update with Felicity Ahafianyo. We'll connect with her shortly. Then after which, we'll get into the newspapers for you. The newspaper review segment will follow through shortly. After which, we'll open the phone lines to hear your voice because it matters. Then sports will come our way. Then we'll return after sports with the big conversation. And a big thank you to Enyenam Halligan for bringing us the 6 a.m. news as well as the business news. Before that, we were at the Maker's House Chapel for Command Your Morning. lines this morning. Hello, Felicity. Good morning to you. I trust that you're well.
Yeah, good morning, Mawuena. Yes, I'm better today than yesterday. What about you and the guys in the
everybody is fine. Sixtus, Helen, who's on a break, Johnny, who's on a break as well. Everybody is doing well. What are we to expect today in terms of the weather?
Okay, yeah, thanks so much. For today, we don't expect much. We expect it to be partly cloudy and sunny across the same regions. With the north, we are expecting dry conditions. Relative humidity to be a bit low. Then we expect temperature to be a bit very hot over those places. Those in Afrongo, Makuyi, and Tamale, temperatures will be around 37 for today. Those of us in Kumasi, Okoribia, who in these environments, we expect temperatures around 34, 35. Better after we expect 33, those in secondary Takradi, 32 degrees Celsius. Some few areas are earmarked for some rain activities today. We expect those in Aveime in the Volta region, Palimeto also in the Volta region, and those of us at Mangasi, those in Kapa, Obuasi, and Clayton, some in late afternoon into the evening hours, something that's going to form over that place. For the fishermen, the state of the sea is expected to remain calm so they can navigate through any fishing activities. Water lakes will be cool for any navigation for fishing today. But then if they want to do it at dawn, that is tonight, this evening to tomorrow morning, they need to watch out for some misty and foggy conditions, which is likely to impair visibility. So likewise, the motorists that will be using the road at dawn are going to Sunyani, Techima, Wenchi, those of us going to Rametope, Hokwe, Anyanawase, and so-called areas expect the misty and foggy conditions. Likewise, those in the same, those in the Manchester enclaves should also watch out for misty and foggy conditions. So they should be careful. If they cannot see, they should reduce their speed so that they can navigate peacefully.
And with all of this, we know we're supposed to be getting closer and closer to the Harmattan. Any indication when we could begin to feel the dryness of the wind emerging, or it will still take some time?
That's a good question. I think I already mentioned that the north they will have some very dry conditions today. They have started receiving dry winds, so the relative humidity will start reducing. But then for the province over the southern sector, hopefully by the close of the month, those in the transition and parts of the forest will also start feeling the dry winds. Then for us, this Accra, that represents the entire country, Ghana, in terms of any weather event. Ours will be in second week to third week of December. But then we'll be monitoring if there will be any drastic change that the Harmattan and the dust will come, we will alert them. And I just want to add this. We have a lot of constructional sites going on in terms of roads this week.
Yeah.
The ground is getting drier and drier. So we are pleading with the contractors that they should try as much as possible to be sprinkling water on it, because it's creating a localized dust cyclone over those areas, and then it's also affecting visibility, especially for the motorists, especially those who don't reduce their speed. The next car or the one that is turning towards them may not be able to see them well. So this is something that we all need to caution ourselves about, so that we can save lives and profit as we are heading towards the festive season.
As always, Felicity, I appreciate you and the details you bring to us. That's Felicity Ahafianyo. She is Chief Weather Forecaster at the Ghana Meteorological Agency, speaking to us this morning on what to expect in terms of the weather this morning. It will take us into our newspaper review and a build-up into what has been an interesting last 24 hours. From the vetting of the Chief Justice nominee yesterday and the conversations from there on in. Those who've asked what could be the possible challenges he walks into and how does he surmount the hurdles as well. All of that. But perhaps the most topical from everything that happened yesterday was the... Do I need to even say it? I mean, it was the back and forth between the minority and then the majority with respect to preliminary comments and what have you.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, we are not here to rehash our argument. We have not brought any argument before the House. We filed an administrative motion, which motion was declared inadmissible. It's as simple as that.
You have to catch the attention.
Now, it does not stop us from stating our views on an important national matter. It doesn't stop us. We are not challenging the Speaker's ruling at this committee. We know what to do. The minority, even when we disagree with the first Deputy Speaker, filed a review application which was admitted, and we started a debate. We are not in any way against any ruling and against any rules. We will use the rules to express our views. So the majority chief whip is completely wrong to introduce that matter. What we are rather saying is that the rule that the majority leader is seeking to invoke to rather stop the minority from exercising its right of opinion on a matter of national importance rather supports the very reason why we had come with a motion to say that let all the matters be determined to bring clarity, because Her Ladyship Justice Arabe Esaba Tokonu has rights, far rights. And what becomes of her when eventually the court determines that all her beliefs are upheld, yes, and then what becomes of us?
Yes, Honorable Majority Leader. Honorable Majority Leader.
You are hearing him?
No, I am the one speaking.
What do you want?
You understand? Yes. Please, let's take a cue. Severally,
he has raised it.
I admonished
Him or me?
That everybody, that anything that has to do with a matter raised on the floor and a ruling delivered by the speakers, including me, would not be entertained. So that one, strictly, any attempt to go into that particular area, I would ask you to stop your submission.
And excerpts from yesterday as well. Let me bring in Noble Crosby Annan, who's here already with me. Good morning. I trust that your night was restful.
We try to let it be. We can't complain too much. We are fine. How are you?
Grace abounds as well. Thank you as well for coming in early. Let's get into the papers, and then we'll begin to get reactions from yesterday. A number of individuals have spoken, but I have the National Enquirer in front of me this morning. KGL Group boss urges shift to national mindset. Our story is not running away from the front page anytime soon.
It was on the front page yesterday.
Yeah, also yesterday. Today it's made its way to the Enquirer's front page as well. Gold board crackdown. 25 illegal gold traders arrested. Stories on pages 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, it's a lot of pages for that story. NHIS hits 18.4 million in terms of coverage. GIPC clinches dual victory at Wiper World Conference in UAE. Government slashes 30% off passport application fee. And Ghana-Nigeria police strengthen cooperation to combat crime. The Daybreak newspaper, minority rejects, and they've put disputed in double quotations, Bafo Boni boycotts vetting. You find that there. Private sector ally in development, Alex Dade, KGL, again, well represented. I fear Atai jailed him 70 years to protect my family. Justice or Chief Justice nominee Justice Paul Bafo Boni. Coming up, visa racketeering scandal hits NEIP. I was telling you about some week ago.
Yeah.
There was where is
he still
Eric
the boss
J?
of
Is he still the
NEIP?
boss of
Yeah.
NEIP? I told you there was a story that was coming, and the story it has still not come, but they've just put it on the front page of both the Daybreak and then the
story.
The is it the Enquirer, the National Enquirer? No, so it's the Daybreak that has the story. It says that look, visa racketeering scandal hits NEIP. Coming up, like they are doing. Do you know what is coming up? Do you know what is coming up? We are doing coming up on the front page of the newspaper. Also, top military officer fingered in 500,000 cedis rent scandal. It comes with a picture of the CDS, who I know is not the one in question, but since he's the Ogboro, they will slap his face there, and then you have to speak to it and provide some answers. Cross, something has already caught your attention. You are reading.
Yes, it's on the front page of the New Republic. Some small story beyond the right bottom corner. It says, from death row to bail. Kitchen knife coup plotter freed on 2.5 million CD bail. That's what caught my attention, but I'll get you the details. Also on the front page is this, the banner story. Power play at Lands Commission. Acting Executive Secretary moves to oust deputy amidst reform rift. That story is on page 12. They say that if you go to a lot of these state institutions, the deputies, they just occupy posts because the main bosses see them as very good, very capable threats. So they'll just keep you at arm's length. You are not far, you two are not close, so that
they'll police you, and there's nothing it is that you can.
About the work.
No. They say power plays a Lands Commission. Acting Executive Secretary moves to oust the deputy amidst reform rift. That story is on page 12. Cities rise and shine. Takoradi traders cheers the minister's success. It comes with a picture of the finance minister, Dr. Forsing, while he was in the Takoradi market. 2024 Best Fish Farmer Chase Minister for Awards. On page 13, we spoke about it yesterday.
This is the Republic, eh?
Yes, the New Republic paper.
Let me see. I suspect that story might have been coined from somewhere, but
the details captured on page 13. This story is by Philip Anto, and it says the 2024 Best Fish Farmer awardee at the National Farmers Day celebration, Ebenezer Nyamble Jikunu, has revealed a concerning delay in receiving his award nearly a year after the ceremony. It says, speaking exclusively to the Independent, Mr. Jiku expresses disappointment at the delay in receiving his prime award. A JSC 3-ton double track promised him and his fellow awardees, despite assurances from event organizers. But don't they? I'm seeing him with a standing by the track.
So yeah, that's the thing. Yesterday when we engaged him, he says that look, they showed them the vehicle, and then all of the award winners, and said, oh, we will do the paperwork and then we will bring you the vehicle. We'll do the paperwork and bring you the vehicle, and then since then,
I'll explain it. I'll take you to the Observer newspaper, Mawuena Egbeta Sixtus. On the front page, Gold Board arrests 25 for illegal gold trade and fabrication. Comes with a picture of Mr. Richard Nunekpeku. Nunekpeku. What does it mean?
Let me find the appropriate language to explain it. It's Nunekpeku, like let the mouth reject death. Something in that light. Something in that light.
Nunekpeku. Charlie, the language is nice. It says that Gold Board arrests 25 for illegal gold trade and fabrication. Also, Ghana signs bilateral debt agreement with Germany. That story is on page 2, with the finance minister and the German ambassador to Ghana. CMC's Jamal Kone promotes Ghanaian cocoa at the 8th China International Expo. Also, there's a story on the front page is much awaited Nkoko and Nkiti program to be launched tomorrow in Kumasi. It comes with a picture of the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku. These are the stories from Annan Sixtus.
6.
The Daily Times newspaper, edition 2. And it says, reporting with facts and truthfulness. On the front page, Western North Minister refutes illegal mining claims, champions lawful rock mining. Comes with the picture of the Honorable Wilbert Petty Bintum. Is it Bintum or Brentum? He's the regional minister for Western North. Poor Brekum Sampa roads threaten Ghana's cashew export sector. CTAC pleads with government. Not CTAC. So this one is CTEAG. It's the Cashew Traders and Exporters Association Ghana. Dr. Randy Ose Okra leads the charge. TCDA launches Northern Zonal Office to empower share value chain. This should be Tree Crop Development Authority. Let me be sure. Okay, so that is Tree Crops Development Authority. They have launched a Northern Zonal Office. Ghana Post Management pays courtesy call to Chief of Defense Staff Otumfuo. Foundation unveils Teachers Bungalow to support St. Louis SHS staff. On the front page of the Daily Post newspaper, Acting Defense Minister presents August 6 helicopter crash report to Mahama. At the vetting of Chief Justice nominee, I have integrity and everything I have done shows. Justice Bafoboni is the one quoted here. Gold Board National Security arrests 25 for illegal gold trade in Accra. Chief Justice nominee explains why he sentenced notorious armed robber Atai to 70 years in prison. Comes with the picture of a stern-looking Chief Justice. On the back page of the Daily Post newspaper, you have President Mahama captured in pictures at the 2025 GJ Awards night. Various scenes with Otumfuo. Yes, I think the Otumfuo is featured in all the pictures here. One presenting, what is this? An award. Was it presented to him or by him, together with the Otumfuo and a third person?
And George Queening is still in there.
Well, yeah, what do you mean by still?
Posted. So the president shared a picture or two from the weekend. He was in that picture as well.
He has changed his wallpaper, screensaver,
everything. If you know,
Using the one that he's in the picture.
If it were to be you, hey, if it were to be you.
My
question.
LinkedIn profile will say, hey, Otunfo Sheka.
Oh my
So those are, I don't know, but some of the pictures are so dark. I think there's a picture you are referring
No,
to.
this one. This is Godwin. This is Judge Queening. This is the Asante Otunfo 82, and this is the president of the.
So this is actually the journalist of the year award, because this should be George because the pictures are so dark. I really cannot see.
Yeah. He took the award on
this
behalf
is
of
the GJ
Godwin.
president.
This?
Yes.
Albert Tumfo.
Okay.
Albert Jofo. That's Albert Jofo.
And this one is which one?
So this is Albert Jofo, Tumfo, President Mahama, and a few others.
Oh. The editor of the Daily Post newspaper.
So their pictures are not bright.
Michael Dokos. You are correcting names. What is it? Dokos?
I have to see it. So I
think it's a beautiful.
Have you seen Mawuena's watch?
Story.
Have you seen his watch?
I think it's heavier than that. We're in this together.
What's the name of the?
It's fine. Yeah. Crosby asked the question whether we are in this together, but we can.
But I've been wearing this watch for God knows how long. I think whatever mischief it is, I think that can be cured with the time frame with which this watch has been on my wrist.
Start wearing it since before creation. We don't care. We are just saying that I've seen new watch. Anyways, I'll take you to the New Republic. That story about the power play at the Lands Commission. I would want to get the details of the story captured on page 12 of the paper. And this is what it says, that tensions have reached a boiling point at the Lands Commission as the acting executive secretary, his name is Professor Anthony Oswansa, he's embarking on a controversial mission to remove Anthony Malian Intiado, the Deputy Executive Secretary in charge of operations. The reported power play has cast a shadow over the Commission's reform initiatives and digitalization endeavors, highlighting concerns about the organization's direction. Overseeing the nation's lands administration, the Lands Commission is grappling with internal challenges that observers fear could erode public confidence in its operations. Allegations of staff misconduct, including tampering with records, unauthorized alterations to titles. Unauthorized alterations to titles.
Land titles.
Yes.
What?
And involvement in rent-seeking activities have surfaced, and clients are purportedly facing exorbitant fees for expedited services, while crucial documents are subject to inexplicable delays or vanish without a trace. What has been your experience at the Lands Commission? Tell us. The Commission's fragile IT infrastructure has also come under scrutiny, enabling unchecked manipulation of records by employees with critical data at risk of deletion at their discretion. The things I'm reading at their discretion.
Yeah, it's quite serious.
The sudden reassignment of Anthony Malian Intiado, a pivotal figure in the Commission's digital transformation drive, has triggered widespread apprehension among staff and stakeholders. Supporters of reform argue that his expertise and strategic vision are indispensable for modernizing the system and enhancing operational efficiency. And insiders warn that his removal at this crucial juncture could deal a severe blow to the institution. Somebody says the Commission's fate hangs in the balance if the Deputy Secretary is ousted. That's a source that told the New Republic. The alleged rift appears to stem from personal conflicts between the acting Executive Secretary and the Deputy Overseeing Operations, raising concerns that individual grievances are overshadowing institutional imperatives. And observers emphasize the necessity for swift intervention by the President to defuse the situation and safeguard the Commission's mandate. But a lot of the things, allegations of staff misconduct, tampering.
Who is the boss again?
His name is Professor Anthony Oswansa.
And who is the deputy again?
Anthony Malian Intiado.
So Anthony, and they can't.
But they are not Anthony.
I'm sure when they met at first, they were calling each other name.
And suddenly.
Anyways, but I'm sure calm will be restored eventually.
I'm not sure calm will be restored the way the story is going there.
No,
one person will have
but there
to
are
fall.
serious allegations.
One person will have to fall, because for persons wanting to edit land titles and what have you, I think allegations, yes, but it requires a certain level of investigation.
They say crucial documents vanish without a trace.
So it's not just appearing as a personal risk. No. I think that the attention of the appointing authority has to go to the Lands Commission because those are serious allegations raised there. And there has to be immediate action. Already we have so many issues on our land front.
Yeah.
You multiple sale of lands. We are struggling with land guards. You buy your land, but you don't own it. You have another person. You have to
go and be seeking permission from some other person.
You have to pay somebody on your own, and the stories are not pleasant. You are on your own land, then a group of young men appear and tell you, if you don't do this, you will not have peace.
Somebody says he built one story, then the land guards came and said, we thought you're only building one story, but since you are continuing,
pay again.
You reach window level fee, lintel, roofing. You do something,
and this has become employment for
very jobless individuals who go about.
The appointing authority really has to pay attention to the Lands Commission. The issues, yes, they are serious, and if there's any truth to these allegations, then action has to be taken, and that, of course, has to be founded on some investigation. And so we are encouraging the appointing authority, Lands Commission, the Lands Ministry, to start some action there, because it's not, if it were a personal problem, then maybe we won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but this is a state institution with alleged deletion of titles and
you spoke about the relationship between bosses and deputies in a lot of public institutions. You see, because people are ambitious, and they most often than not think they are better than their bosses. But I could do the job better than you. Unfortunately, the anointing is on your boss. Whether you have more degrees than your boss or not, whether you are smarter than your boss or not, the anointing is on your boss.
Yeah. And you see, a lot of this too, the people call it the godfatherism, the political godfatherism. So the executive director, the CEO, the MD may come from a recommendation from a certain somebody, and then the deputy will come from somebody else, and then these two people may want their persons to remain at the top, or for the deputy to climb up. And then you, the managing director, you'd see that this person is a potential threat. Instead of you to try and work together with the person to make the institution better, so that you stay there as long as you can, or they would also elevate the other person, then we begin to see these concerns. But if we're talking about the Lands Commission, for a very long time, there have been concerns about how the IT system of the Lands Commission needs a lot of improvement. How they're still doing paperwork, they're doing manual archaic writings and all of that we're not able to digitalize the operations of the Lands Commission. If we're finally being able to see some efforts to do this, and then all of this is happening right now, I think it's so much of a concern. The paper says the Commission's fragile IT infrastructure, it has come under scrutiny as well, and child manipulation of records by employees.
In the face of when this whole conversation came about as to the limbs and what have you, I chanced upon some young Ghanaians who said, look, they've developed an IT system to help the Lands Commission manage these titles and to prevent some of the challenges.
It should be very easy.
And nobody gave them a listening ear, because things have got to happen.
And it didn't come from somewhere for somebody to do something.
So I'm just using the opportunity to say that, look, there are homegrown solutions and persons young and capable of developing some of the very good solutions, like you've mentioned in this story. We have to pay attention to it sometime. At some point, it needs to move beyond what it is that we can get from the states to what it is that we can do. And if the young people can do it and they've brought a proposal, you look at the system and you know that this thing will help the Lands Commission.
It will solve this problem.
It will solve this problem. Give them a listening ear. That perhaps starts becomes a starting point for a next big entrepreneur in the country as well, But this story on the Daybreak, which had to do with top military officer caught up in some rent scandal. The story is just 3 paragraphs with more soon. So I'll just take it simple and sweet here. A senior officer in the Ghana Armed Forces is at the center of a massive rent deduction scandal, allegedly pocketing over 500,000 cedis every month from funds meant for accommodation payment. The scandal has sparked
500,000
yes, every month. The scandal has sparked outrage among rank and file soldiers who say it exposes deep-rooted corruption and weak oversight within the military's welfare administration. More soon. Finish.
So more soon, relax. Did they mention the officer's name?
No mention of a name. That's what I'm saying. The story is look at some 3 paragraphs.
This is Daybreak.
Very, very short.
See how they did it.
3 paragraphs. They did 3 paragraphs.
The 500,000 is not accumulated.
No,
every month.
So the paper is saying that look, every month the person was bagging 500,000 cedis, but we haven't gotten.
Since they are saying more soon, let's also wait.
Yeah, we'll just wait on them and then we'll see how that goes.
There's a witness in the SkyTrain project, the failed SkyTrain project. He says it had no official board approval. Explosive revelations in the High Court in Accra. As former Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund board member, and the board member's name is Yao Odame Dakwa. He has testified that the controversial SkyTrain project took flight without the official blessing.
This is the one that Christopher Mayor Prof is before the court on.
Yes. He says it took place without the official blessing of the board during his tenure. In a high-stakes legal battle involving former GIIF CEO Solomon Asamoah and former board chair Professor Christopher Kofi, Odame Dakwa emerged as the star witness, shedding light on a staggering $2 million financial loss allegedly linked to the project. And Odame Dakwa firmly stated that the SkyTrain scheme made a fleeting appearance at a single board meeting, but never underwent the rigorous scrutiny, recommendation, or approval process expected from such monumental investments. His bombshell testimony revealed that critical documentation, particularly a due diligence report, was conspicuously absent, casting doubt on the legitimacy of the project's financial transactions, says the former board members' unwavering commitment to upholding transparent governance practices and diligent oversight, and underscores his dedication. When I see this line, it takes me to some technology. Eric, I don't know if you know this line, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
So you write, the story comes out, and then you write, the former board members' unwavering commitment to upholding transparency, government practices, and diligent oversight, and underscores his dedication. That line.
Technology.
If you know, you know. I mean, but that's the story. It's interesting how people who were from the same, organization.
Yeah,
it brings to mind the Akwanta mining thing, Akuoko.
Yeah, now singing different songs. If you go to the Daybreak newspaper, they have transcribed some of the proceedings from the court yesterday.
Right.
The cross-examination, like for instance, this first prosecution witness is asked, "You are very kind of particular about your name. Is that not so?" Then the answer is, "And you read your witness statement before appending your signature. Is that not so?" Answer yes. Question: check the witness statement. The first paragraph. Is that how you write your name? No, the dash is missing. Yet you overlooked and signed. Is that not so? Yes. Is it the case that you don't read documents presented to you diligently before signing? No. As a board member between 2017 and 2025, you attended most of the board meetings, if not all. Is that not so? Yes. In fact, you also served on board subcommittees. Answer: yes. In fact, you also served. Okay, so I've read that. How many of the subcommittees did you serve on? 2. That's the answer. You were the chair of the audit subcommittee. Is that correct? Yes. You attended or participated in several training sessions for board members. Is that correct? Yes. Those training sessions that you attended were not free. Is that not so? They were not free. The payments were made by GIF. Is that correct? Yes. After this question, the witness' mouth was sealed, and Justice Audrey Kokuvite adjourned the sitting to Wednesday, November 12, for the cross-examination of the first prosecution witness to continue. So,
is that not so? Why do people like that?
No, they're seeking to establish a particular fact, and in this line, it's trying to discredit the witness you do not read documents thoroughly, and so we cannot trust that what it is that you are coming to say will be accurate. So that's what they're seeking to do.
It's interesting how when they say there are no further comments, or how they leave the thing hanging.
They create a certain
they have finished you. We won't ask again for you to come and clear yourself. You know, what you have said is okay.
It's beautiful, eh?
Yeah, it's a nice profession.
Let's get some more details. The visa racketeering story, we will have to wait, and so we are waiting. We are waiting on the Daybreak news.
And so they just wrote the headline
more soon
and said more soon.
Yeah, that's all.
Not even an opener.
No. There's no line. They didn't do what they did with the.
So that's the second story. The other one too, the 500,000 one too.
But the 500,000 one, at least they gave some scanty detail.
No. But you don't do that. You just write a headline and say more.
It is their paper. If you want to go and do your own.
No, I'm saying that in the light of standards and professionalism and all of those things, that values that you would want to talk about.
Well, yesterday, the vetting of the CJ nominee took place. He made quite a number of interesting comments, from wanting to have elections moved to November to allow time for petitions, amongst many other things. But there was what caught everybody's attention, which was the before the vetting process.
The before that's what took everybody's attention.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys made of it. The insistence to drum home the points that look
preliminary statements.
Preliminary took 2 hours. Charlie. Because of the back and forth, 6.
Yeah, I see when you don't have. Hey, stop stealing. He's taking my coins.
You should allow him.
Maybe
he wants to buy water. But counsel, how are you fighting over coins?
Yeah, a lawyer of good standing, many years experience at the bar.
And you are fighting over coins.
You know how much coins that is?
How much coins?
That should have been your first question.
80 pesos.
Anyways,
this is to continue.
Do you know that if it's still 80 pesos, you will still get the jail term that is specified by the law? When you don't have the numbers on your side, you would have to make sure that your statements are solid, your statements get the attention needed, and your statements are, should I say, hard-hitting. The minority leader and his team came to the table ready and prepared to make a point that they had always sought to make. Mm-hmm. If you recall, they had filed a motion, which motion was declared as inadmissible by the Speaker. And I think there was a review. They filed a review. They filed for a review of that decision. And they chose the vetting itself. And if you also recall, there was a lot of contemplation as to whether they would even appear they would show.
Yes.
Yes, and I think the majority leader or one of the caucus members even taunted them, saying, come and let's do this together. We are expecting you, sort of. Don't stay away. And they didn't stay away. They showed up.
Yes, I mean, before that, on another media house, they said they were definitely not going to boycott the vetting. They would be there and do what is expected of them.
So this was supposed to be a happy national exercise. And I interacted with some of the members of the caucus after when they walked up off the proceedings, and I was told that, look, they came to the table ready and prepared to ask all the uncomfortable questions that the majority side would have glossed over. And so they came ready and prepared to work. So my question to this person was, one of them was, why did you start so well only to end the way you ended? If you wanted not to show at all, why bother come? Was it the case that you came to make a point and to go away? And the response was that no, they actually came to work, and they actually came prepared to do the work. And he showed me some of the questions that he was coming to ask. But
so they were prepared.
They were prepared.
So what changed? You seem to have a lot of insider info.
The situation changed when the leader of the side was not allowed to flow in his opening remarks.
Yeah.
And that they realized when they took that break, you realized they took a break after the back and forth. There was a break. When they took the cocoa break to cocoa, chairman. They realized that, look, if the opening statement, these are the interjections and the objections, then it means that there is not a single question that will come from them that will not be objected to. And it meant that they would not be able to even ask the questions that they're prepared to ask.
I'm not sure that that's a very fair way to have looked at proceedings in terms of how, like, basing on the fact that the majority leader said he wasn't going to allow him break the rules, and based upon that haggle decides that they are not going to be a part of the vetting process.
Okay.
I respectfully, I don't think that should be the conclusion.
The member I was engaging said that from all that transpired with the leader's statement, it was clear to them they would not be able to freely ask their questions.
Right.
I'm saying what I got from my interactions with some of them.
Yeah.
So it was at that point they decided that, look, what's the point if we would sit through this and we are not able to, ask our questions? So let's let them do it. The other conversation I had also said that, look, you have a situation where every single conversation that had been had prior to the engagement turned out to be objected to when they got into the committee room. So I got the impression from there that there probably was some sort of engagement which normally there is. You see, at the committee level, they would have a meeting and they will set ground rules and they will say we are ready to cooperate and not to drag this. Let us stick to the issue. Ghana is watching us, and all of that beautiful English. So the prior conversations that had been had and the agreements that probably were arrived at were not met on the table when they eventually met at the table.
Right.
So they decided that, look, if we can't have our way, if we can't even not have our way. What's that? Minority
Have
our
our
say.
say.
Yeah.
If we can't have our say, why are we here? Because the third person actually used that phrase that, Sixtus, the popular political phrasing, minority will always have their say. But in this particular case, we're not having our say. So why would we continue to be there?
That's the point where I disagree with them, because try as the majority leader did. I think the chair of the appointment committee was accommodating of allowing the minority leader to speak.
I don't think it was about the chairmanship of.
I want to
speaker.
make the point, because we'll return to this as we try. We have to try and make a way for the callers to come in as well. But the argument was, when you make these comments, you are seeking to break the rules, because these individuals do not have the opportunity to respond.
So,
which individuals?
Eric, I want you to hold on. So the argument by the majority was that in the minds of the minority, they are not breaking any rule.
Exactly.
But in the mind of the majority, they are breaking the rules.
And the chair ruled on one such instance where he said, look, Poaman JSC cannot speak for the committee and the work that they did. So avoid bringing the work of the committee. That's
the removal committee.
The Article 146 committee and the entirety of the committee, because they will not have the opportunity to respond. Yes, we can see him, but he doesn't have.
He's not before the committee.
Exactly. And so avoid
the explanation for Afenyo Marking, when the chairman ruled in that regard, sought to say that what you think we are doing is not what we are doing. We are not bringing their work to criticize their work. He was trying to draw the distinction between what he thought was right and the position of the majority and the chair of the committee.
And the reason why I disagree with that assertion that they were not having their say, they were having their say anyways, because whether or not there was an interjection,
another also said the interjections. In fact, the statement was popularized by the so many interjections from the majority leader. And so, if they had allowed minority leader to just make his statement, he would have made the statement and he would have gone away.
I think where their concern will come from is the fact that they wanted certain things captured in the Hansa.
Yes.
Which the chair ruled that it be expunged. And so, for instance, the bits where the chair believed that the individuals did not have a say, the description of the nominee as disputed amongst many other things, that should be expunged. I don't know if
I think that was the point of all of this, to have the records.
Capture.
I beg your pardon. Capture the position of the minority on the issue. I think that was the whole point of all the drama that we saw, that the minority wanted that position captured on the record.
The majority say not,
and the majority said no, not here,
not at that place.
But you see,
go and talk outside, go and
organize a press conference. But you see, the proverb that chairman of the committee also wrote on Facebook.
So that's what I just opened, and I'll read it to you.
It's also pregnant.
So that you make your point. It says, never honor a fight on your father's farm, where you know so well that it's your father's crop that will be destroyed.
And this proverb was not to the minority.
I think it was to the majority.
It was to the majority.
So
for me, I think that even the chairman of the committee agrees with some of the pointers that were raised to me in the side conversation.
And so you are actually even giving me more arsenal as to why the minority shouldn't have left, because you see, when the majority leader continued to interject, the speaker, the chair will step in and tell the majority leader that he doesn't have the floor.
I don't think the minority's position has anything to do with the chairman.
Exactly. No,
it's not about the chairman.
I'm making the point that despite that interjection, who gave direction as to what should happen in the committee? It was the chair.
Will give the direction.
And the chair gave the direction that whether or not there is an objection to a question which will be subsequently asked, that decision or determination as to whether or not the question should stay or not was the preserve of the chair.
So
if
Mawuena, the argument you are making, I don't think it is anybody's problem.
No, and I'm saying that if the chair was going to allow the minority leader make the point, which he allowed him make in the end, there was no basis for them to leave.
But the majority
if you listen to their concerns,
them to
they had the exactly.
The
point is that
I am making the argument with respect to the fact that the vetting, this is not a room where we decide we'll walk away, we will not walk away. You are there to serve a particular purpose, to ask questions. Do you understand?
So are they allowed to walk away from the chamber? They can. It's all part of the exercise of the democratic.
I am speaking in the more idealistic perspective. Look, serve the interests of the people in asking the questions that matter. In deciding to walk away.
But they made their point anyways. The minority made its point anyways. So the bottom line is, if you paid attention to the concluding part of the minority leader's statement, he said that we would have loved to do this. These are the issues that are stopping us from doing this. And because we are unable to go through this, we don't think that we can be part of this process. So members of the majority side, go ahead, do your process, but on our side.
I still disagree.
I can understand.
You can disagree.
I can
That's
understand
fine.
the position of the minority, but I also disagree on they walking out.
On they deciding to.
But the bottom
leave.
line is that the interjection was coming was a little bit too for me. It was a little bit too much from the majority. In fact, when Afenyo starts to read
from the majority leader,
Afenyo starts to read maybe 3 paragraphs. We hear. Chair, I object.
It's called boot for boot.
It was that much. Yeah. So just like I was saying that, suggesting to.
No, but if there's an objection legitimately so in your belief, you raise it.
Of course. So depending on where you're looking at.
And the majority leader also made a statement that exposed his intention right from the beginning. He said that.
Do you not allow him?
If this is what you are here to do, know that I'm also here to stop you from doing that.
He
made a statement to that effect.
You break the rules. In context, he was saying that the minority
that the game is played within a certain bracket of rules.
That is why
you must play within that bracket.
That is why I'm saying that. That is why I'm saying that. This is something the Honorable Afenyo Market is very well aware of. So the excuse that we weren't being allowed to have
he's
our
actually
say,
one of the members who knows the rules.
Yes.
Plays with the rules.
Exactly. Because even in his commentary yesterday, he was able to tease out an argument which was made by Dapia Mekpo to make the argument that that interjection by Dapia Mekpo served their interest in filing the motion. So I respectfully don't see the basis upon which they will decide to stage the walkout.
They should have continued.
They should have continued.
Even if all their questions were ruled out.
Their questions were not going to be ruled out.
How would you know?
How would you also know?
No, I don't know. I'm standing on my discussion with some of them to make the argument.
I'm saying that.
So I'm saying
that basis is wrong.
No,
because
if you are able to preempt. What would happen? We can always preempt relations.
That is to say.
I want to side with Mawuena because
that is to say that
let me just make this allowed him.
Exactly.
I'm talking about Afenyo Marking
to make the point.
To finish. Even during all the interjection, he still made his point.
Exactly.
He went through
so why can't you deduce that even if your questions are interjected, you'll be able to ask all of them eventually? It's a good assumption to make
conclusion which was drawn by the minority
very easy.
Respectfully,
I'm sure they planned to come make the statement
and then leave.
Oh, you also
that is what I
think. I mean, it's not about a school of thought because everything points to the fact that they would have been allowed to ask
because they were allowed to finish the preliminary thing, even when there was a lot of.
But in the previous vetting sessions, they will raise.
Do you think you are competent enough for this?
That question was asked by that question was asked by a majority.
Chief Justice nominee.
His integrity was put to the.
Are you capable of this job? Objection. Okay. Rephrase. Chief Justice nominee, Do you think you have what it takes to take your objection? Won't you be frustrated?
No, that's something. Then use another example, because if it's an example of is he competent enough?
Oh, it's just an example. Exactly. I'm just saying that if they did this to you, won't you be frustrated?
Well, we have to make way for the
no, but
the listeners.
It was a healthy exercise.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a healthy exercise. Rules, bantering rules, and
and we have to also commend the chair of the committee.
Yeah, he handled everything quite
yesterday.
Well.
He distinguished himself. I know somebody who already disagrees with me, but I'll make the point.
We'll return, and then we'll have this conversation proper. But let me talk to you about Rose Bank International University, because as a world-class university right here in Ghana, a strong South African university, and a brand of the Advita Group, Africa's largest education provider with 146 schools across 5 African countries and over 100,000 learners, and partly owned by the World Bank through the IFC. Rose Bank International University is fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, GTEC in Ghana, City and Guilds in the UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. At Rose Bank International University, we offer a Doctor of Business Administration, DBE, MBA, Master of Science and Master of Philosophy in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, etc. We offer hospitality and culinary art, available at diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Our ICT as BSc Information Technology in Business Systems and IT Computer Application Development, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a successful global career. Our mission is simple: inspiring excellence. Admissions are now open for the January 2026 intake. Visit our modern campus at Airport Commercial, Opebia House, Accra, or apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh. Rose Bank International University, building global citizens. This quick break, then we return to hear from you.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Let's get into our phone lines right about now. Hello, good morning. That line's dropped. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Please, I'm called Great Ally.
Great Ally.
From
I hope that you are well. Talk to us this morning.
By the grace of Almighty, I'm well. Boss, that's ne ajumapa ne ajumadi amoye ebo amagan. Ya mi shiramu enka shiramu Manya mo fide kesie. Ma memfa ncha kesie emma ye empty. Madam Elfrem Akrogo, the MP, Mr. Agbo, the Otimin Kam, Papa, and then said, you grip Miss Shamunina. Would you say, now you work at a bit? Also, before you see monkey finish you long time. Because the Uber, the I do now, Ukuta, Ude Bane, Can we say Obisu Kuta opposite Ajia or Dibeba Abeba Macho? Obiresu after your marking, let's say the good weapon, I'm a share questions are in normal or ye. Master questions now who say yes or who say obey Bisapano. Now or the coffee baby. There are different questions. Are only two questions in the TV, in I say. And when you want that guy, say, who and Yama, only also I am talking. Who for that war? Ama a minority for more parliament. Among those who make the cacao, so no. To sell who as minority leader. Na ukoye adia aisa empata ukoka asempa asempo obe kampon ponu obia ntiasie na omo objective mo anamu say we work out so we dey danyami ase yenti mi ma on so ho na ye TV so TV ase watch TV na wo we see a time but sa keke.
Thank you, Great Alaya, as well, for sharing your thoughts. You are our first caller for the morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir, Mr. Mawuena.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Ajana Wan from Dome Kwabenya.
Ajana Wan in Dome Kwabenya. You have the mic as well. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the wonderful job you are doing for Mother Ghana and media general. Let me say good morning to Mad Chairman Joe and Mr. President of Temasip Yard, wherever they are. I say good morning and all the powers in the East. Mr. Afenyo is getting out of hand, and what he's doing in Parliament is getting too much. See, some of us are learning. We are students. So is it what they are telling us, what they are teaching us to do, when later we also become a member of Parliament or we become a legislator? No. We should be allowed in the Parliament. We should understand that he is a minority leader, micro-minority. Look at your own. Thank you.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir. Daybreak again.
You know, today in history, we have to remember two important events. Accra House of Hope, today is their birthday, and they are 114 years today, 11/11. And Fantastic. Today also marks exactly 11 o'clock today. For sure, I know the Poppy Day. You remember? The soldiers who blow their trumpets, which marked the Second World War, when Adolf Hitler was finally apprehended and the war came to an end. So 11/11 has a great history. My brother, quick one. I don't know whether you've watched some of the visuals so far. Demonstration has started from the northern side. I normally come with rice. There are other grains, the maize, the millet, the sorghum, and the soya beans. What is happening in this country? You know, Nigeria today that some of us are enjoying their rice. It took a Ghanaian professor who brought that initiative here under President, the first S.Y. Mahama. But he was rejected at a very tall point. Then he went to Nigeria, they took him on, banned importation of rice for 3 years. Today, even in Ghana, they are trying to what? Push our mind to Nigeria rice, which some Ghanaians are enjoying. Why can't you also do the same here, my brother? What is wrong with us? What is this so-called foreign taste? What is wrong? And you know the worst of all? Even these days, some people are smuggling rice through Cote d'Ivoire and Togo and Burkina border. And they are what? Not paying taxes. And they are enjoying the booty. And even the local farmer who has employed people. I told you I have a friend who called me from Upper East. He employed 105 people. Now he has asked 50 to go home. And it's likely that if interventions are not quick enough, the rest may also go home. He has a lot in stock. He's not being paid. He's not being bought. How can he pay workers? How can he run the business? And he's ready to pay tax. My brother, let me salute the people of Atakra, Goma Atakra in the central region. Both the chief and the town people, do you know what they have done? They've contributed and built a 20-seater public toilet with a bath, 8-unit bath, from their own contribution. This is what we want. Not every day government. Have a blessed morning.
Thank you very much for calling as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
My name is Jones Adoboy calling from La.
Jones Adoboy, let's hear you as well. You have the microphone.
Mawuena, still making my passionate appeal to the Greater Accra Regional Minister concerning the Agogloshi onion market that was cleared, and now they have gone back there to take over the place, still making passionate appeal to Honorable Lina to please take action. She should please take action. The place is becoming a different thing altogether. People are packed, and all the things the place has become, bazaar. Also, thank you. Let me go over to this minority issue about yesterday. If somebody said minority was coming to the party yesterday, in fact, I disagree with the person. It was in their mind. It was in their plan. It's a calculated plan to walk out. So they just want to make their case out and walk out. No, they were not coming for voting. For that one, they were not coming for voting. Even before they started, I wrote that minority, Antonio Martin was preparing the way to walk out, and nobody will force them. They know that they don't have the numbers. And even, let's assume without admitting, even the question they want to ask, Ayariga, Honorable Ayariga, asked the question on their behalf, and the question was answered. So they have no case. They have no case. All the things they were fighting for, all the things they were preparing to come and do, it was asked on their behalf. And unlike the questioning yesterday, it wasn't like we have our own, so let's deal with it. No. The question was direct and the question was given, and he also answered the question to our satisfaction. So the minority doesn't have a case, and they can go and bend the sea. Nobody, I'm
not sure that's a fair thing to say. They also have a right to be heard. Thank you as well, Jones, for calling. But let's be respectful of opinions. Despite you do not agree, or you not agreeing with them, doesn't mean you tell anybody to go and bend the sea. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Mawuena Egbeta.
Yes, sir. I trust that you're well. Give us your name and where you're calling us from.
By the grace of God, I'm very fine. My name is Bright. I'm calling from Abosoka.
Bright in Abosoka, and let's hear you as well. Billy Shen just walked in, and so today we have to do it quickly.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And let me greet Honorable Alaji, in charge of operations, and Honorable Alaji Rauf and Honorable Pikachi. God guide them, protect them. You know, Unim, Afenyo Markins, Honorable Afenyo Markins. Say omo coverting a decision on my take is a prolonged veteran. And I say ombe miamabia and sen fata. Say Honorable Senior Markins questions are obi sen nine semo ken nano. And fafa so be and bow. Moon bisa question. Manach now, moon bisa the question. Question obi sano and me ma achum. Say SSC John Dramani Mama. Say offer my counsel and Chief Justice everywhere. I think the market can catch a gun upon 9 here. Come on, shall I say, it is free one. Now, Honorable Senior Market, no new parliament will be. I didn't ask any of my women, or you know, which men Casa and found. Say, you have brown Honorable Senior Market, so you have brown, some micro minority. Oh, madam, no more kitty ya. Oh, more person, excellency John Dramani Mama. Every boy, man, now, we never be answered Fasano. Yes, we saw Musubi.
Thank you very much, Bright, for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kwesi Poku. I'm calling from Honorable Sedem Afenyo constituency, Amasama to precisely.
Kwesi Poku, let's hear you as well quickly. I mentioned Bill is here already today. So,
yo, Commander, Mamimo Wabasini Jumapa Woody. Let me be say, and Kukon Kitty ya the Papa. So, and compare MPP and Brashibi Jafon, or Moody Service, and Muguasi, and Kwano Gugan, and to Kukon Kitty. Mean you are bright. Commander, if I say Bisa MP or your friend Honorable Afenyo Martins, a dear no Oji a dear Ben na Oji Wiasi. Sebi a Wiasi, we had Dana Obeja Hako, and your margin said maybe our Munyasa Chen will be a dear Rom, we are in a Yeniguasi, some totally former Chief Justice, the Ombabimu, on time at Trakunyana Subium, because on one Catano, Nehun Sammy Doss, and Disenya Dumina, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Pontu, and Yan for not a vet, because Namsemo, Moakatamu, and Yama, in the Mufri Musa and Tosi, Michel Nabaladia, Kondo, and Mammy Obobia.
Thank you very much as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Please, my name is Aziz. I'm calling for Domi.
Aziz and Domi, you have the microphone. Do it for me quickly.
May God bless you to give me opportunity this morning. Mpacho, Karis McAfee, Ewotema Yakopo Ensha Papa no pa, and a lawyer Zuma, Obo Juma Rough, Yakopo Moba, Oba Domi Kwabiyansu, Honorable MC Abu, and a drip sit set Abu, Yamincho Moya Jumapa. Enra Misha TV no me DMPP MPs no can minority leader and in town those are MP one town me diom ho ya papa nti mo be pete obia na mo bisa question bia mfaso be ni tisa mo didi na tem oh agenda na mo di ba ho enra no a na omo so mo kadada so mo de papa we ndo mo ngini ntum nti enye se bia majority leader David Abraham no ntia omo di o agenda no mo de so mboto no mo di baaye nti afayo market no me pa cho e de no papa we opa kire nti mo ye Ghana mo di ye boni e se mo pada afoto ana mo yi ade bia na be ka oh MPP fo no a na ka mo nti sankrofo no mo se omo da mo ye we no a ogu so didi Ghana for atem ana mo ni say atem didi no mo di na ana nti omo se so mo suban so me ya de pa e de am men no be support John Dramani Mahama because eduma na Mahama how ye no a even 10 months we no mpo no a ebru akufado 8 years.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My brother Mawuena, is it Mawuena?
Mawuena Egbeta.
Mawuena,
yeah. I'm well. What about you?
I'm also doing well. This is Frederick from Anloga.
Frederick in Anloga. Let's hear you as well.
My brother, it's really funny. Why the NDC majority cannot allow Afonyomaki to expose them? They know the man carry a lot of expose. That the whole world is watching. That a person who leads the crusade against the New Patriotic Party 2012 petition hearing, but for Bonnie, should be exposed yesterday. I really feel pity that your journalist who was lying to Ghanaians, you should mention the minority member who told him all those ABC that he was making. Why can't he mention the name?
Which journalist are you saying was telling lies?
Beyond this petty politics, you are a journalist. You should know the truth before you come to radio and be, because of you affiliated to NDC, you come and tell people lies.
Frederick, I always allow for people to share opinions, but I don't like for people to name call amongst many other things.
I'm also sharing my opinion.
Yes, but you can't. Your rights to express your views ends where somebody's. The person is a credible colleague of mine. You can't. I mean, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mawuena.
Yes, sir. Give me your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Okay, I am Ben calling from New Achimota.
Ben in New Achimota, let's hear from you quickly as well.
My regards to all your colleagues and Johnny Hughes. You see, we are in a country where we have allowed some people to always be on our necks. And sometimes when it continues like this now, let's say as a country, we are not serious. Why am I saying this? Yesterday, what the micro minority were trying to do in Parliament on the vetting of the acting Chief Justice, it's like they have an agenda that they will not allow this man to be vetted. It was very clear. You don't need somebody to go and say it before the person can tell you that these people are coming to vet the incoming Chief Justice. No. They have the notion, no. They have wrongly, Mahama has unlawfully taken away their chief, the one that they appointed. So there is no way they are going to allow the one that he is going to appoint to be vacant. That was the main motive. And one person just said that MPP form at the moment, you know, so Omuma and Shama, Omukim said in person. Meaning say they are not needed. They are not needed in Ghana's discussion, Ghana development. They are not needed.
I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to be seen, despite the majority-minority position. But thank you as well, Ben, for calling. Hello, good morning. We may have lost that individual on the phone lines as well. I can pick one forward, two final callers before Bilishen comes through for sports. Let me do that right now. Hello, good morning.
Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
This is Papa Bisu on the line.
Papa Bisu, let's hear you as well quickly. Today, Bilishen is breathing down my neck, actually.
Mawuena, what is Afenyaman Kings and what are they looking for? They don't want to vet. When they were in government, what was their performance? It was about corruption, something there. We know they are masters. We can listen to them. Aside that, they have nothing at all to offer for us. You understand me?
I'm not sure that's a very fair position. They have a lot to offer.
Listen to me.
Despite being in opposition.
Mawuena, I'm very serious here. I am very, very serious here. What are they bragging about? What was their scorecard in government? I'm serious here, Mawuena. You understand me? Look, under their government, my daughter and her husband lost so much. That's what do you call it? Banking cleanup. I also lost some money. First bank with a C. You understand what I'm saying? My daughter and her husband, they are young, looking for what do you call it? Money, investment, proper to better their life. And that cleanup cost them so much.
Thank you, Papa Bisu. Let me just pick one final caller, then Bilishen comes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena. Thanks for me being your last caller this morning. Let me say good morning to my president, John Mahama, the vice, Prof. Nano Pokwajima, and the chief of staff. Also, Temashipia, the chief executive, my MP, Honorable Maplugu, and Honorable MC of guys. May God bless you for the human job doing. This is what we call good governance. You see, we're in this country. When we're having 137, we saw the attitude and behavior of what the minority leader. We are begging of you. See, let me tell you something. It is not every time minority will have their say. You see, if you have your say in the right context, in the rules and the regulation, so be it. Here is the case. The motion you filed, it was overruled by speaker. Why still do you want to bring that motion at the time of voting?
Thank you, Eben, as well. Today I have to be quite brutal with all of you. Thankful that you understand. Bilishen is here. The international break is upon us. We're expecting the squad list of the Black Stars. That's not in yet.
Yes. We've waited for too long.
Is there a reason why? Today's Tuesday, right?
Today's Tuesday. The game is Friday.
More often than not. If the game is on Friday... and we don't know the team that's supposed to be playing.
You see, it's concerning. You see, you're asking questions. That's the question you're asking.
But how does that...
These are the questions
because the invitations would have been sent a while back.
Yeah.
And the player... We know who we sent the invitation to.
Yes.
So how come we don't know who has been invited?
It's a really strange situation, really, because now we are now seeing some clubs release the names of some of the players who are expected to join the Black Stars. Like Union Berlin is saying that Derek Cohn is going on international duty. There's this guy from the MLS who has also been mentioned as supposedly part of the team. Two boys from Mediama mentioned as part of the team as well. And so it's not really a nice situation because it's just a friendly. I mean, there's no harm in releasing the squad early. If you have to make replacements, you can still do it.
2 steps forward and then they want to take 2 steps back as well. But Bilishen is here. We'll do sports right now.